Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video of Off. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my experience with the Rode PodMic. So, the Rode PodMic, this little beast right here. So, this is an interesting microphone. So, before we start with my experience with this microphone, I'm going to be telling you guys that this video is not going to be a review. It's not going to be a product overview. It's not going to be anything specific. It's not going to be anything detailed. It's not going to be anything related with like B-roll or... Basically, I'm not gonna be overviewing this thing. I'm not gonna be reviewing this thing. Wait, I am gonna be reviewing, but not gonna be like specifically reviewing its specs. I'm not gonna be even doing a sound test with this thing. I'm just gonna give you my overall experience with the Rode PodMic. And if you guys want a sound test of the Rode PodMic, I've actually shot a podcast and uploaded to this channel about a month ago or something. You can just check it out. I think it's the second video to the newest one, so you guys can just check that out. And yeah. Let's get into it. So my initial impressions with the Rode PodMic, this guy right here. When I opened the box, I noticed something, and it's really weird. I've never seen this before in any other kind of microphone, because it just comes with this only. This only. There's nothing else other than this. And usually when I unbox microphones, I usually buy cheaper microphones, right? So they usually come with tripods or like shock mounts or basically accessories like a pop filter or a pop foam, but this comes with this and this only, just this bare thing. There's really nothing else other than this, and it sort of surprised me at first, but then I realized why as soon as I picked this up. It's super heavy, it's super rugged. I mean okay, look at this. Yeah, okay, I can just physically batter this and it won't break. This thing is heavy. It's really heavy. I believe it's about 2 kilograms. I don't know. It's really heavy. Fun fact, I actually gave this to my cousin once. Like, I gave him to him and it actually almost fell. He almost fell because he didn't expect it to be that light. It's not that he can't carry it, but he was just too shocked that his hands just went straight down. So that's just a fun fact. So let's just move on. So yeah, that's my initial impressions. It was so heavy. This thing is so heavy, and I was also impressed by this wonderful design. This reminds me of the Shure SM7B with the swivel mount. As you can see here, it has this swivel mechanism, which is quite cool for a $100 microphone, and it also has this grill, which resembles that of the Electro Voice series, the RE20, the RE320, the RE270, or whatever the name is, the REs. This looks very similar, doesn't it? It has the grills and all, the metal grills, the swivel. It's sort of like a hybrid of the Shure SM7B, the Electro Voice RE20, and also the Rode Procaster because of its colors and the contrasty colors also resembles that of the Procaster. So I think Rode did a really good job in marketing this as a budget podcaster microphone, because this looks really cool, and these days people really want the best looking microphones, and that's kind of the reason why I actually bought this one. It looks damn cool. I mean, if I just replace this here, it looks really cool, but there's a reason I didn't put this here, and I'm going to touch on that later. But yeah, so my initial impressions is that it looks so cool. It looks really cool. It's super heavy. It's heavy duty. It's really good. It's really sturdy. And it's also classy. I mean, just look at that. It's just like a standard broadcasting microphone, and I like it. I like it a lot. With the simple Rode branding right there. As you can see, the Rode. I think they nailed the design, they nailed the materials, but how about the sound? I mean, that's the most important thing, right? So getting into the sound, the main reason I bought this is because it looks so cool, and it also sounds decent for the price. I already have a Samsung Q2U, so I have a reference on how budget microphones work. And this didn't work well. That's in my experience. It didn't work well because I use a Altron XU2, which is like a Shure X2U sort of rip off, a portable mic interface with little to no gain. So I've actually made a video about that problem, that issue, and I'm gonna upload that in the near future. But in short, I didn't expect this one to be quite gain hungry, and it turns out to be quite gain hungry. It is not considered gain hungry because if you use the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, which is like the standard one, it's not gain hungry. But with my budget interface, and probably most people will also has budget interfaces, this requires a lot of gain, which then, because I don't have a lot of gain in my mic in my preamps, then I have to like boost all the gain up in post and boost the gain up in the preamp, which causes self noise to occur, and that's not what I want in microphone, right? The main reason I bought this is because the noise reaction is also really good, but then if the self noise is just too big, what's the purpose of me buying this microphone? So that's one of the main reasons I'm not using it right now, although I love the sound a lot. I do love the sound, but it's just not acceptable with the amount of self noise it produces with my interface. And that's one big gripe I have about my interface. It's not really about the PodMic, it's about the interface. And it's that it doesn't work well with dynamic microphones. It works well with condenser microphones because right now I'm using the 80-20-20 and it sounds quite decent, I guess. But with the 80-20-20, it's with the PodMic, sorry, it struggles a bit. With the Samsung Q2, it sounds decent. It still sounds decent. It has a minimal self noise, just minimal. But this one, it's very noticeable. The self noise in this one is quite noticeable, and I can't bear with it. You can watch my video about the PodMic. I mean, you can watch my video about the Jarbel 75T against the Apple AirPods, and you can clearly see that the PodMic is hissing a lot, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. So for me, honestly, sound quality, it's not bad. It's decent, it's average, it's good. But just with my interface, the self noise is just horrendous and I can't deal with it. I don't like noise because I don't really like to use background music for my videos if I'm doing like a discussion like this. This is just so bad. The self noise with my interface is just so bad and I can't deal with it. And I don't know if it's you guys, but this is my experience with the Rode PodMic, and I can't deal with the self noise. Although it looks super cool. And yeah, so I'm contemplating on selling this or not. I don't know if I should sell this or not, because I might buy a preamp, like an inline preamp, like a Trident Audio Fathead, and I heard that it does good things to a dynamic microphone, but then I figured this configuration is already enough, and so I might sell it. So what is my overall impressions of this thing? Not the initial one, the overall impression and my experience. My experience with it, it's a like, I love seeing it. I love just seeing it with my eyes. I mean, just looking at that, it's so beautiful. But then when actually using it, which is the most important thing of a microphone, actually using it, and it doesn't sound quite good. It doesn't sound what I expected it to be. I expected it to be actually like 2 times better, but it didn't meet my expectations, and so I'm kind of disappointed with the PodMic. But it might be due to my interface, but even so, I think this is an underwhelming microphone. Although it's quite good, I think there's just like the Samsung Q2 and the Behringer XM58 or something, XM500 or something, the budget ones. They deliver almost the same sound with such a price drop. And so I couldn't recommend this to anyone starting out because if you have $100 budget, I think you should go with something like a 2020 or a Shure SM58, because I don't think this is quite get hungry. So I don't think you beginners will also have the interface good enough for the Rode PodMic. So I'll suggest getting away from the PodMic. And yeah, I think that for what it is, it's a solid microphone for people who already have good interfaces. But without good interfaces, I don't think it serves the purpose. And so my experience with this is not that good. It's really not that good. And I bought it, used it once, and I never used it again. So yeah, I just want to share to you guys my experience with the Rode PodMic and what I think about the microphone. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you find this interesting. I hope you find this like beneficial for you guys as reference, so you can be careful when buying a Rode PodMic later on. But yeah, I just want to show you guys my experience and give you guys my impressions after about 2 months of owning it. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm signing out.